That's what I was going to come to. I think we're 90% sold out. There's
over 90,
12 lots remaining.
Lots. By the time this goes out, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
6 years before.
Only 6 years, but on this development we are offering that additional year. So it just gives the clients a little bit more flexibility. And I think it's safe to say as well is that we don't just work with our clients through that due diligence period. We're going to be working very closely throughout all of your purchase price period.
So, again, welcome to our Cayman Blueprint. And again, with Mr. Blake.
Hello.
And of course, never the same without our Ellie.
Hello.
Now, today is actually a special podcast, and I'm going to tell you why. We're actually going to speak about one of our communities on Grand Cayman, which is our Signature One community. So, also, what we're going to be looking at is Ellie is going to be receiving some questions live. So, me and myself and Blake will be answering them.
So, as Anwar said, things are going to be a little bit different in this episode because usually we just cover the surface level of things where clients would message in and asking about the amenities, asking about different services, things to do, which is what we spoke about in one of the last podcasts. But this time we've decided to actually go in a lot more depth and detail, and in particular with our flagship development, which is Signature One. So this is really going to give people the opportunity to understand why are people from around the world, different countries and different areas of different job prospects, why are they buying into Cayman Islands, and in particular, why are developments, right?
100%.
Excited to hear the answers.
So, we're not going to be talking about food today.
Well, I'm sure you'll get that.
I'm sure we'll get that in somewhere.
At some point, yeah. And as Anwar said, live questions will be coming in, and this is another big thing. Once this podcast airs, we should be over 10,000 subscribers to the channel as well.
Amazing.
Wow.
Which is amazing. 10,000. Well done, Anwar.
So,
let's begin.
Let's go.
Let's start the journey.
Okay, so obviously we've discovered that we're going to talk about Signature One today. And I don't actually think we've spoken about it too much on the podcast in the past. We've mentioned it's in the East End and there's a lake and other delicious food nearby. However, like I say, I don't think we've actually touched on Signature One as a development. So for someone that's never seen it, never heard of it, give me an overview. What is Signature One? Tell me about it.
Well, Signature One is our flagship development on Grand Cayman.
Wow.
It's a beautiful, amazing location with a 10-acre lake right in the centre of it. It's going to have amenities on the site. We've never really spoke about it, have we?
No.
I mean, I'm talking about it now, and I realise we've never done this on one of our podcasts before.
And this development really is a unique development. I remember when it was all on the drawing board.
Yeah.
We were talking about having a 10-acre lake right in the middle of a development, having lakeside lots. And I think I only personally know of one other type of development in Cayman like that, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's all built out, and it's beautiful. So the whole vision of this from the beginning was really, really appealing, and it's obviously been popular with sales as well. People have found it very interesting. It's a huge site, 55 acres.
That is massive.
Huge.
Yeah. It's one of the biggest communities on Grand Cayman, actually.
Yeah. Do you know what I like about it? Every time we fly in to Cayman or we're going to see sister islands,
as you fly
can
over.
Always identify Signature
I've
One from the plane.
In our office, a picture of it that I can't remember who took it, but someone took out of the plane window.
Yeah, you can see the big lake. It's right across from the ocean front. It's really nice. Look.
And do you know what the beautiful part about it? It's the location. The location where it is. It's right on the East End, literally across the road from Heritage Beach, walking distance. And it's a beautiful location. It's got all the facilities and everything nearby.
And look at the type of properties that are being built in that area.
The new one, did you see that on the front?
Unbelievable.
That big square one.
Yeah.
Amazing.
The square house.
That big square house.
Yeah, but that's new, isn't it?
There's a lot of new built properties up there, and they're all really, really nice. It's becoming really
but
quite sought after area, clearly.
What's impressive now, and I've been going to the Cayman Islands, gosh, so many, many years now.
Here we go. Longer than anyone.
More than anyone else has been there.
More than anyone
but you know when you drive on now, how beautiful it looks.
It's
I'm
very
sure
impressive to drive into.
Phoenix will put some videos to show it and some photos as we're talking about it. But as you drive in with the palm trees.
Yeah, that tree-lined entrance.
Right in front of you, the beautiful 10-acre lake.
And we've got loads of this on our other YouTube on our YouTube channel, different videos as well, showcasing, and it is good. Like that first impression when you go in with those big tall palms.
Because I think we did actually touch on it last week, potentially. the scale when you're actually on the development.
Yeah.
You don't realise from the pictures and things how large it actually is, the locations
right.
even, because some of them are 10,000 square foot sort of on the dot. But in front of you, and I can't anyway, I'm not sure if you would envision what 10,000 square foot looks like. Let me tell you, it's a big area when you're actually on the ground, isn't it?
Yeah, they are. They're huge, yeah.
10,000 square foot is quite large.
Yeah, but not everyone would understand what that means visually. I wouldn't.
Well, when you think about the size of property that people can build on that, and then still have the available garden space, they are impressive lots.
I think one of it's a great location, and it tells you that when you've got local people driving on and purchasing locations. I mean, there's not many left now, is there?
Well, that's what I was going to come to. I think we're 90% sold out. There's
over 90, I think.
12 lots remaining.
Lots. By the time this goes out, who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Just 12.
And they're all lakeside.
All lakeside, and I'm sure one of them is a duplex
It's
size.
just one duplex, yeah.
Which means a lot over 12,500 square foot can build a duplex property on. And a duplex is...
two properties put together, what I would say.
Yeah.
I think
and do you know what? That doubles your rental market on that location as well, if you are going to rent them.
To put that into context, though, did we say how many locations there were originally before they've sold out?
146.
Yeah, so I think I've got here for my facts, 62 Lake and 84 Garden View originally. So that is just incredible numbers.
But like I said, when people go on that, on the community,
we can see why.
Local people are buying.
Well,
They
and
are.
hopefully
It's-
when
And
this comes out, people will see
you are right, because
the
I think
reasons.
that shows a lot of local credibility as well. The locals see the opportunity probably more than us. And when they're looking and thinking this is the right place for me to be, or to have a second property or second home, it works well. You know what I really like about the development? This is the first development in 18 years that we've built amenity services. Or we will be building amenity services inside. And I think that's huge, because this then becomes more of a community.
Yeah,
Than
100%.
Just, a development of people building houses.
Management office, the clubhouse, the facilities, the gym.
Tennis courts, gymnasium.
Yeah, is it going to be a tennis court? I've heard it may be.
Who knows? After our last podcast, it might be.
What? No,
Pickleball,
paddleball,
paddle.
yeah, paddleball.
Let's not go back there again.
Baseball. Yeah, so I mean, it is a beautiful community, and not only that, like you say, the infrastructure. The infrastructure.
Well,
you
I
don't
think
have to worry
touching
about
on
that.
local people buying there and building houses and things, we've got an interview already on our YouTube with the local builder, Alex Palmer.
Mr. Palmer.
Yeah, he's also got a location there.
Yeah, that's right.
So hopefully he'll be building quick.
Yeah, but that shows you, doesn't it? Good point, Ellie.
Yeah.
A local builder actually purchased one of the locations.
Yeah.
Actually purchased one of the locations.
And I'll throw in there, it isn't just locals. We're getting clients from all over the world that are seeing the opportunity inside Signature One.
Well, my client, as you drive in, the first one on the corner is my client. He did the last week.
The testimonial video.
Testimonial last week. He actually did the testimonial, and as you drive in on the left-hand side of the corner one, he took that. And
I
then
think
my
we
other
just-
client from New York, who works in the medical business, she just took one of the lakesides. So
wow.
it shows how quick these are going.
Well, I think we're touching on locals because, a lot of what we do can be done virtually without even ever stepping on the land, but it just shows that people who are on the ground driving past every day or living in that area, that how impressive the location and the site is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So, right now we're obviously giving a bit of an overview of the development, but quite honestly, when I'm speaking with clients from around the world, they want to know about Cayman Islands. The development's great, but it comes secondary to understanding the market that they're buying in, right?
100%.
The conditions of the market being is that Cayman Islands is an overseas British territory with a really stable legal
The
condition.
location.
Yeah, just a 50-minute flight time from Miami. And a lot of our clients are based in the US and through Canada.
Yeah.
So the convenience of
Yeah, and I
flight
hear
times.
people not knowing how close in proximity it
Some
is
of
to
them are really
Miami. Yeah.
surprised.
I get a lot of clients saying that as well. A lot of my clients in New York or Tennessee, that when you tell them where it is, they say, "What, it's that close?" And they didn't realise. And even from Canada, remember, it's from Toronto, 4.5-hour flight directly to Grand Cayman. So there's one of the big benefits as well. I mean, we could be here all day talking about the benefits for tourism, the rental market, and not only that, the standard of living.
And the tourism, while you're on tourism's obviously increasing year on year. They seem to be breaking their own records, Cayman.
Yeah,
tourism.
every
it was
month.
in the
Every
Post,
month, yeah.
in the Canadian Post, wasn't it? You got that one about the amount of visitors.
No, but it has literally been. So in January, it said record breaking January. And I think, I could be wrong, but we'll check. I'm pretty sure every single
And then
month.
it was like the next month
it's
they
been
broke that record.
Yeah,
then
Cayman
the
Island
next
breaks
month-
record. Cayman Island breaks record.
Yeah.
So maybe
But
it'll just be a record-breaking year.
I mean, also, you know, the benefits with the Cayman Islands, you've got, like we said, it's safe and secure.
52 weeks of sunshine.
52 weeks of sunshine.
Which is important for the North Americans and the Canadians, the snowbirds that like to come and spend time down in Cayman.
Yeah.
You've got very safe and stable legal conditions. And let's
Very
not forget
important.
Cayman Islands is tax neutral. So you're not dealing with land taxes or property taxes as well, which for a lot of people is a big appeal.
Yeah, 100%. And every location we offer is...
Fee simple.
Yay!
Or freehold.
Freehold. That's what we call it in England,
I
by
think
the way.
that's a
freehold.
really important point as well. Because,
Yeah.
you know, when you are looking for properties and things, freehold is what you want.
Well, and I think one of the most important parts as well, if you're building on the land that's leasehold, you're never really going to own it.
No.
You're never really going to own
Well,
it.
you own
when-
your property, but somebody else is going to
own the land.
Yeah.
And it's probably
It's not
always
like
like
you
a
can
little
lift your
worry in the back of
property
your
up and
mind,
move
isn't it?
it.
Oh.
But in Cayman, you get an 100% freehold title, which is
So
guaranteed.
important.
Everything's registered through government departments. So you have got very, very safe and stable. This is something, again, I speak with a lot of clients. This is something you can pass on to your children. You know, it's generational and they can pass it on to their children. It's not just for you today. This is a lifetime and generational.
I think as well, when we're
opportunity.
talking about the land being registered with the government, we've got that really great podcast by me, not you, where we are showing the land
You're rubbing off
registry.
on her now.
Where we are showing the land registry system. I
Yeah.
think that is a really great tool for people that are researching, because we're showing exactly what the website looks like, how your land is registered.
All the transparency of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that is nothing to do with us. It's completely independent. It's a government website. So
And it's a big deal because first and foremost, it doesn't matter how much you're wanting to spend on your opportunity, whether it's $1,000 or $100,000 or more, you want to know that it's safe. And the transparency, and like we did in that podcast that you did, is it really demonstrates that you know, first and foremost, you are in a very safe and secure
And yeah, and
location.
you're dealing directly with us, the developers. And like we always say, even when we speak to our clients, it's 18 years of experience being one of the largest land developers. Let's not forget that. So, you know, we're still going strong, which is always good.
And then when it comes to even further security of your building lot, and this is something, I mean, I'm not an expert in any other locations really apart from Cayman, but it's the first time I've seen that you have brass caps installed in all four corners of your lot, which is an owner, if you're an owner of one of our building lots in Canada, surely it must come into the mind at some point is, you know, what is mine and what is the
Yeah.
neighbour's?
The boundary.
And to be away from Cayman, but understand as well, it's all clearly marked out visually, not just on a piece
Yeah.
of paper. I can go there and my brass caps are installed in the ground.
That's right.
And there's even a little stamp on there that says there's a penalty if you do ever
Yeah.
remove them. So they're always going to be there, even when you've built the house. And that clearly marks out your boundaries. And again, I just think that's another layer of security. Maybe it's just like a bit of a mental thing, but it's another layer
Yeah.
of security, right?
Well, and again, it's all completely separate. It's independent. You know, a licensed surveyor goes out to the location,
That's right.
not a member of the Oasis team, but a licensed surveyor goes out, they measure it all up, mark where the caps are going, and then they send it to the government, and then it's agreed, and then
And
the caps
they
go
actually
in.
put their stamp on it as well, their
Yeah.
initials.
Yeah. And then it's all registered with Lands and Survey
Yeah.
Department. So
That's right.
it is really safe and secure. And they obviously serve multiple purposes. Not only do they mark out your boundaries of your lot, but they're also measuring your boundaries for the build
Yeah.
in the future to be sure that your neighbour's not building infringing right upon your boundary. You're not doing the same to somebody else. So it keeps everything under control, which again, future security that
And I know I keep referencing our previous podcasts and videos,
Oh,
but
you do that.
I think it's helpful and it's useful, and it also shows how we want to educate our clients and future clients. But great. Blake did a great video with Alex Palmer, a independent licensed surveyor that we tend to work with, whilst we were in Cayman, which is a brilliant watch.
yeah, it was with O'Neill.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah,
say
sorry.
that.
That was with
Sorry,
O'Neill.
O'Neill.
But
I was
she
thinking
is-
in the Ritz-Carlton.
She is right, because we did do another interview with Mr. Palmer,
Yes.
who's the builder,
builder.
and developer,
Not lying today.
who
No, I was talking about O'Neill, but I just forgot to mention his name.
who we mentioned already purchased
Yeah.
a lot
And-
of
and the
signature one.
And they're all on our podcast as well. They're all on there on the videos as well.
That's what my point was.
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even when I was sat with O'Neill, who's an independent licensed surveyor, and he was explaining everything to me, which we were obviously doing for video. Even I found it really reassuring, and I've been doing the job for 18 years, but I thought this is, you know, now it's being explained to me.
Yeah.
And it's not me explaining it to somebody else. And I'm hearing what he's saying. I'm thinking, do you know, I feel like you couldn't have anything more safe or more secure than this. So these things sometimes I think can be overlooked. It's important, especially in like this podcast now, to really highlight and, go into depth on these type of things, because some people don't ask these type of questions.
Well, and I love listening to people that, are really knowledgeable in their field. Even if it's something that's not relevant, or it could be any topic, but people that are passionate and are knowledgeable, I think it's great to listen to.
And I think we've done this job for, we've been here 18 years, me and Blake.
Years.
18 years. But even myself, when I do listen to, Palmer and O'Neill, you're learning. You're learning all the time, which is great.
And me.
And Blake, of course,
yeah.
So, these type of the things, these are the, mixing my words up now, these are the type of things that don't often get spoken about, but I think they're obviously important details for people to be able to make good considerations, come to good decisions.
I think another point we have missed out when we've been talking about, how close Canada is and America is, that on a whole, people in those countries don't need a visa to travel to the Cayman Islands.
Good point.
Very good point. Well done.
It has been one of my facts I've been given.
And
that's either from Canada or the US, as you're quite right. So no visa required. They can travel freely straight down to the Cayman Islands and enjoy the lifestyle there.
Yeah.
And I'll add a little bit of further detail to that, because this is something actually that does get asked quite often. If some clients are obviously looking to purchase in places like Signature One, because they simply just want to have a rental property in a nice environment like Cayman Islands. Some then consider, I might run it as a rental for several years through to retirement, and I want to go there. And then they'll ask the question, what about getting a visa? How long can I stay there for? And it's really, really straightforward in Cayman. So not only is there no restrictions on any of your foreign ownership, but if you're Canadian or American, you can come in and have a stay in Cayman up to 6 months at a time. And as a legal property owner in Cayman, you can then apply for an extension to stay for a further 6 months. So I think this takes a lot of the complication away from having to apply for different residency options, citizen options that you might have to experience in other locations in the world. If you don't want to do that, you can work on the simple systems that Cayman offers. But if you did, and you did want residency and citizenship, those options are also available in Cayman as well. And I think that just offers so much more flexibility.
Yeah, it's simplicity, isn't it? Just making it very clear for the clients when they do purchase the options that are available.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. Any other type of questions you think that comes up?
I think maybe talking about the land registry and the registration with the Cayman Islands government, a lot of people are probably thinking, well, what now? What, if it's registered with the government, can they take it off me? How does that work? Can someone take my land?
So there is, with all of our purchases, and we do highlight this when our purchasers sign their purchase agreement, there is a clause within there that says that you can actually go and register a caution. So the title deeds, so that this is very clear.
Yeah.
We give all of our clients a 0% interest-free payment term.
Yeah.
On every location. And at the end of that payment term, the title deed is transferred not by us, not by Oasis, it's transferred by Lands and Survey Department to the client. The client, however, during the term, the interest-free payment term that we offer, can go ahead and register a caution.
Because at that point, it's still in the name of Oasis, isn't it?
It still sits in Oasis until you've satisfied all of your payments, and then it'll transfer to you. That caution offers you a layer of security, because now you are in part a decision maker on that land. So that land can't be resold to someone else. Because how many people do we get that say,
a lot.
Is it a scam? There's too many things going on in the world these days. What if I'm buying this land and you're selling it to 10 other people?
But I understand that, because they are going to be cautious when they're getting a phone call.
And you hear so many horror stories about these sorts of things.
It's a changing world
There's
now.
programs and everything, It's
a changing world. So knowing is that you've got that title deed, knowing is that it's registered with a government department, and knowing that you can go ahead and register a caution on that title deed, I think that offers the ultimate security. Security. And it definitely takes away any element of doubt, I think, in any client's mind, that land, something could happen to it. It could be resold. Maybe a neighbor could take a bit of my land, or whatever the case may be. It's a very controlled system that keeps everybody safe and secure.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons we get the due diligence period, so they can go through everything as well. And, even if a client wants to seek legal advice, they can do that. They've got the option to do that.
Go back and watch some of our podcasts and how it's all registered. Yeah, that's a good point. Safety and security, I think, is a big thing. Yeah. And Cayman, like I say, I'm not an expert of other locations, but Cayman certainly offers multiple layers of safety and security for anybody that would want an opportunity there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Any other point? You're coming up with good ideas here, Elle. Any other good points?
Okay, so we're going to go more into the specifics of the location now. So to make sure we don't miss anything, I've got a little list. So maybe we'll ask it sort of in a question style so that we don't skip anything and we get all the detail in that we need.
Okay.
So,
And this is about our signature one community.
yeah, still, we're still in the same podcast, Anwar.
Perfect.
So we'll start off with the infrastructure that's on offer, because Signature's obviously a little bit different than the other developments that we've spoken about regarding how the infrastructure is laid.
Yeah, well, it's all laid underground. Actually, I was there on a Sunday on my last visit to the Cayman Islands, and they were actually working on a Sunday and laying it all down, the infrastructure, the water and the electricity, which is all underground as well.
Data cabling.
Data cabling, yeah.
Underground.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're laying out all of the trunking
Yeah.
conduits, if you like, so that you can then connect up into your lot, so it'll all come up onto every individual lot.
And it does now. If you go to the front phase where they've actually, you can see where it actually comes up, ready for the
some, like,
clients when they're ready to build.
Squares, isn't there?
Yeah.
Which is
That's it.
different because on a lot of the other developments and locations, they've got the overhead
Yeah,
wiring
it's-
that
it's-
you
it's
then
that's
connect
right.
up to.
pyloned and it
Yeah.
all goes overhead. Your water's going to be water storage or weld, whereas this is obviously piped underground. So it does have a lot more convenience, and it obviously helps with the build. You know, when you're getting ready, and I believe there are a number of clients already on this development that are going through the next progression to submit plans for build.
That's right. And do you know what? It's like you say, it makes it so simple because what we've spoke about before, a lot of locations, you know, they've got like you said, the over cables for the electricity, even the tank water tank supply. Well, this is all underground. It's actually part and parcel
Pipe straight to
of
you.
every
I mean,
location.
septic tank is still.
You're still going to be required a
sewage,
septic tank.
Yeah. As part of your build. But, I mean, we have septic tanks in the UK. It's just
I think they're in
how
most
it's done
countries in
there,
the world,
Yeah.
And they're so low maintenance
Yeah.
and so low management is, you know, it's, but having that, do we call it city supply?
I guess so,
Infrastructure going in is obviously a big advantage. It is a big, you can even see here on the image, this is the entrance of Signature One. Even up and down that road, you can see the pylons and the cable. And whereas,
Actually, I didn't even think of that.
yeah, within our development, we are all underground. City supply to each individual lot. Since looking at this image as well, the other thing that you can see is the pads for the lots. So it's important to obviously mention these lots are raised 4 feet above sea level,
Yeah.
which is a requirement.
Like skipping my list here, but go on.
Yeah, no, he's going right ahead. Go on, Blake. Take over.
I mean, it's just because I was talking about the image, I'm looking at the image, but that isn't necessarily where you're going to build the house. You know, those pads are obviously measured from the boundaries and setbacks.
Yeah.
So it is showing the buildable area, but not necessarily exactly.
Yeah, so your house doesn't need to be a square or a rectangle.
I think this picture, I mean, you can see this is Seaview Road going right across here, but also you can see how beautiful the entrance is, right, coming in. It's got the palm trees as you drive. I mean, it's stunning. It really is stunning. And like I said, I was there a few months ago, and it's so much improved as you drive in. It looks amazing. And the lake, which you can't see, is around here on my shoulder. You've got the beautiful 10-acre lake right there as well.
Okay, so we've looked at the pipes, infrastructure, underground utilities, and already laid as well, which we can see on this beautiful picture, is our roads.
Yeah. Do you know on the roads, this might be a little bit of a misconception for some people because I was asked just the other day by a client is it like gravel roads? What type of roads have you got there in Cayman? You know, and I was explaining this is an island of first world class infrastructure. You know, all the roads are all fully tarmac roads to
The
NRA standards. Well, you can see here on the image.
And just for them people that don't know, what's NRA mean, Blake?
National Road Authority.
Well, I mean, you can see on the image as well. So on Seaview Road,
So I'm turning my neck here just to...
that's obviously a main road across the island, but there's no sort of differentiation between
None whatsoever.
Signature One's entrance road to the main road, which shows the level.
Yeah. And these clients are getting all of these utilities in place. They're having the roads in place. These infrastructure things are not something that our clients need to think about.
No.
It's what we're doing. You know, you're getting to the point where you're purchasing a build-ready lot, which I'm sure we're going to cover more on
Oh,
in a
that's
moment.
a good point. You don't need to worry about that sort of thing, do you?
That's one of the things, though, isn't it? You don't have to worry about it. You just pick what house design you want. Everything else is in place.
Yeah.
So it's simple. It's not difficult. And that's one of the reasons, like I say, you know, with working with us as developers, everything's taken care of.
Well, talking about house designs, do you want to explain what zoning means and the zoning of Signature One?
Yeah, well, zoning of Signature One is every lot we do offer there is for residential purpose. So you're not going to have someone go and building a cafe or a restaurant, even, you know, a bar. It's not going to happen. It's
Well,
gonna be
technically
for
here, everything is
residential.
low density.
Yeah.
Everything's low density. So, as Anwar rightfully said, you're not thinking about this being a mixed commercial and residential development. And that really protects your future of your opportunity, doesn't it? You know that everybody's going to be working, building nice residential properties.
Yeah.
And the regulation on the build, 2 levels, 30% of the lot as well. So whatever location, the client size of that lot that the client purchases is going to be 30% and 2 levels. So everyone's going to be on the same.
Which again, that's a bit of a bigger percentage than.
It increased recently.
It did. It used to be 25%.
Yeah.
And just to sort of swing around and go back to what you covered before, a 10,000 square foot lot, nobody really understands the true size.
No. Because looking on a picture, that's hard, isn't it?
It is difficult.
Yeah.
But if you imagine it like this, building on just 30% of your land surface area and going 2 levels high, you're building a 6,000 square foot property. And you've still got the remaining percentage of your land that you didn't build on.
That was really impressive because I wouldn't have been able to figure that 6,000 out that quick.
You wouldn't have been able to work that out?
No.
That's
30% of 10,000 is what? 3,000. 2 levels is 6,000.
Thank you.
Ellie did do private education all
Yeah,
of her life.
All of her private education in the UK.
And that really is a big house. Most clients are never going to look to build that big unless they're personally going to live there and that's what they desire to have. But for those that are looking for rentals and things like that, maybe something a little bit more humble.
Yeah.
But you've still got all your outdoor area that you outside of your buildable area where you've got your swimming pool and your patio areas or your family entertaining area, barbecue area, driveways. They are really, really big lots.
And I just want to one quick point. Even with the architectural villa designs we include for our clients, so you can see some of the properties there have the pools so they can get a good idea what they can build. They're all inclusive as well.
Yeah. And our website, we've got the little sliders.
That's right.
That go across that help you visualize that a little bit more as well. But yeah.
I think talking about outdoor area leads us greatly into the LPP areas on the development.
Right? Like the little park areas, green areas.
The green areas, yeah.
So this is the land for public purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every development has areas of this. I think historically over all the 60 plus developments that we've done, there's always areas of LLP. So just so that people understand what that truly is. These are, so for example, at the back of our development here, between Signature One and the Queen Elizabeth Botanic Gardens, there's an area of LLP. That area won't be developed on. And inside the development on the top of the lake,
LPP.
we've got LPP. Did I say
Yeah.
LLP?
It's
We've
all
got
right.
LPP on the top of the lake.
That's a really nice area.
And Ellie, what's going to be there at the top of the lake?
A little gazebo.
Yes, a little gazebo, which is going to look stunning,
Have your morning
overlooking the lake
coffee.
from the top right the way down.
I think that'll
Like
be.
you could get married there.
Yeah, we could.
Yes.
We
You could get married again.
I could. I think that.
Fourth time lucky.
That's
No.
I've never been married. I think that that top part of the lake, people will use that for photo
definitely.
shoot moments and things like that.
Yeah.
You know?
That's for all the residents on the
Yeah,
site.
it's for everyone's use. Then we're talking back of the development, then we're getting further back by getting to that end of the lake. Let's explain the phasing.
Okay, so the development has been split up into phases.
Yeah.
There are 8 phases in total.
Yeah.
Through the development. The first 2 phases actually are fully complete now.
Yeah.
Meaning is all the infrastructure's in, the title deeds have been registered.
Well, again, sorry to interrupt there, Blake. We've already got clients looking at building already.
You've submitted
On them
plans,
first
right?
Yeah.
We've got
On
clients
the
that
first 2 phases.
Well, or on the way to, yeah.
Yeah. For us, I mean, the phasing is so that we can complete the development in a structured way. So we can work through the development step by step, lay out the infrastructure, register the title deeds, have all the land surveyed. But we are really, as far as like heavy machinery work on the development, I think we're almost not a million miles away from the end, right?
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? It's like I said, when I went there and I seen them laying the pipes underwater, it was actually, sorry, under the water. When I seen them laying the pipes under the
the
road.
water.
And you've seen it there. They're working on a Sunday. So, we are working literally round the clock.
And let's
to try
not
and get
forget the
this
scale
finished quickly.
of this development. Just going back to that, 55
55
acres.
Oh, Twinkie.
Twinkie.
And we've worked through all of that. It's a huge, huge development. There's so much infrastructure and time and everything that's gone into creating this to be what it is.
Yeah. Do you know what? Even when you look back and you look when we first went there and it was just literally raw land.
Yeah.
And how when you go now, there's a 10-acre lake there and, the infrastructure on the roads, it's just amazing what's occurred over the years now, how quick it's gone.
Did you think of any other topics or talking points that come up?
I think not in that section, but we'll move to the next. I'll be honest with you. When we're advising someone on owning land in the Cayman Islands, almost all of them start by looking for the catch. They're spreadsheet people. They build a column for every cost, every fee, every bit of interest they assume is buried somewhere. and that interest column stays empty because there isn't any. That's what we do at Oasis Land Development. Freehold land across all the 3 Cayman Islands on a genuinely interest-free payment plan. No credit checks, no compound interest quietly eating away at your money. The price you see is the price you pay, spread over terms that actually suit you. You own the land outright. Once you finish paying, it's registered with the Cayman Islands government, there's no annual land or property tax, and it's all under English common law. The advice we give is the same every time. Come looking for the catch. The thing most people tell us afterwards is that there wasn't one. Have a look for yourself. Search us. Check for testimonials. Read the book. It's all at oasis-land.com.
So now we're going to speak about the centerpiece of our signature one community on Grand Cayman. Right behind me is the picture with the amazing, beautiful 10-acre lake. So I'm just going to stand up a minute. Is that okay, Phoenix?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to show you. This is the east end of Grand Cayman, and this is Seaview Road going straight along here. This is the spectacular entrance to our signature one community. As you can see, already we've got the roads that have been paved and individual locations. This is the 10-acre lake, only part of it, of course. This is the beautiful 10-acre lake. And one thing when I always explain to my clients is, just imagine owning a lakeside location.
And that's all
your
that's left,
property
remember?
there. Yeah, how many L?
12.
12, that's it. But imagine having your property here and overlooking this beautiful lake every morning when you wake up.
And on the paved roads, we're just on phase 1, 2, and 3 complete.
That's right. And Blake, I'm sure you want to say something about this.
I think we're all shell-shocked. It's like a news reporter.
Thank you very much.
Just took over there.
And as you can see, the weather is beautiful.
Yeah,
as
we're
well.
transitioning into the weather now. I mean, the lake really, truly is what sets this aside.
It is.
Not just from developments that we've done previously. I think from a lot of developments across Grand Cayman, 100%. The sheer size and scale of that lake. I mean, we're saying it's almost 10 acres. It's 9.57 acres. You know, it's over 460,000 square feet of lake system. And for all those lots that are on the lake, going all, it's over 7,000 linear square feet.
Yeah.
You know, so what that really means for clients when you're getting a property there on the lake, and this is a big deal for a lot of clients out in Canada because there's a lot of lake systems in Canada and they build the properties there. In America, everybody talks, what's my frontage? How much frontage have I got onto the water? And that's the exclusivity that you get in here. You're building your property on those last 12 remaining lots on the water side. And on average, you've around 100 feet of waterfront at the back of your property, which I think it's incredible. And how you could utilize that space into your build and incorporate it into your lifestyle. I mean, we can even discuss some of the things here now, what you could potentially do with that.
I think I just want to make this clear, as you can see from the photo right behind me, as you know, the community location here. But look what's right in front. Look at this, the Caribbean.
Yeah.
How beautiful is that? Literally across the road from the community. And not only that, just down the road, walking distance, Heritage Beach, a public beach.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's the
that actually
location
leads me
is exceptional.
into, people may think, why would you create this lake? It is a man-made lake. Why wouldn't you just find more oceanfront locations and developments?
I mean, the simple answer to that is scarcity and cost. You know, there are oceanfront locations, I'm sure, that are out there, but because the demand for them is so high, the price obviously reflects that as well. And that, I think, was a lot of the original concept with this particular development. It was to create that waterside living.
Yeah, the lifestyle of being on the water.
100%. And to have that waterfront location like I always say it, I like it in the morning, waking up and, overlooking the water and having that property right there. And that's what we have created right here.
I mean, if it was me, if I had one of those lakeside lots, I'd have a beautiful property built at the back of the property. I'd have a pool, which would probably, because we've got the lake there, I'd have some type of infinity pool looking over the lake. How nice would that be? And then at the very bottom of the garden, which would border onto the lake, I'd have a nice decked area. And there is BB breakfast area, maybe barbecues in the evening right on the water's edge. I mean, it's peaceful and bliss, right? Sitting there watching the sunset of a night on your own little lake at the back of your property. Come on, that's gorgeous.
Yep. And it is sunset because it's south-facing. And Feng Shui, we actually had it done, didn't we, Ellie?
Yeah, the lake was designed with a Feng Shui, how do we say that?
Feng Shui.
Feng Shui.
Expert, hence why it's got all of the lovely curves. So that we've got no
Yes.
harsh edges. So
That's
the
right.
flow of the water, I think it radiates energy, good energy.
People just don't understand the sheer depth that's gone into
They
this
don't. And do you know
type of
what?
development.
That tells you when we actually had the site, Feng Shui, to make sure, it was a prime location on Grand Cayman, which it is.
And that lake, that was a monumental task, building that lake, putting that, actually physically getting that ground to have that lake there as well. The amount of work that had to go in, it was dynamited out. It's 12 feet deep.
Yep.
There is a lot of work that's gone into that development. And I think that's what really is going to give that future exclusivity for the homeowners that are looking up in. It's obviously been very popular because as of this conversation, there is only those 12.
And I'll guarantee you this, they will be going very quick.
Yeah.
Very quick.
So any other points do you think that we should cover up on this development?
I think let's talk about what we can do on the lake.
That's a good idea, yeah.
And what obviously can't do paddleboard yoga because he's not allowed anymore.
But I can do it on the lake here.
Not with the teacher, though.
Oh, no, not with the teacher. Yeah, that's another podcast, that one, anyway. But
It'd be entertaining being a neighbour on the lake, though, watching Anwar
But
trying
you
to
can
do
paddle.
paddleboard
You can
yoga.
paddle on the lake as well.
And this obviously is once the lake's complete because we're not fully all the way there yet.
Of course, yeah,
But
when it's complete.
when it is complete, I think it's no motorized engines, obviously, because you want the enjoyment of everyone.
We've been asked. We
Yeah.
have had clients that have asked, can I put
Oh,
a
but
boat
yeah.
there? Can I jet ski on the lake and things like that? I think the main thing is, though, we've got to give consideration to other neighbours. This is a community and we want to protect people's peace. So having motorized boats and vehicles up and down the lake, I think would
Enjoying
disturb
your morning
that.
coffee, someone on a jet ski splashing you.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No.
So we all know
But,
that. It's gonna be-
paddleboards, if people want to get in there, and I've been asked, clients have asked me, can I go in and swim? Sure, if you want to. You can do things just not with motorized vehicles.
Oh,
on
there
there.
we go. Right, no more motorized vehicles, is it, Blake?
No.
So we can paddle boat on there. You can swim on there. You can enjoy it with your family on
Maybe a
there.
little kayak.
Yeah, 100%. Kayaking. You can have a great time on there. And it's for everyone. For everyone.
I'm sure people have incorporated it into like the morning exercise routine, I'm going to have my breakfast and then I'm going to go around the lake a couple of times in my canoe.
Or run. Literally, running in the morning. You could run around the
You're
lake
gonna
as
run
well.
in the lake.
No, you could run around the lake.
Look on
5K.
water.
Yeah, it is a good point because we
You
did,
could canoe
I think it
around
was
as well,
measured
that's
at one
good
point, wasn't
exercise.
it? And it is a 5K run
That's right, yeah.
all the way around the lake. So that's good as
Approximately,
well.
we'll say.
Approximately. yeah.
Approximately.
Yeah.
So, there's obviously a lot with the lake system there. Can you think of anything else that lake could bring any benefits to our clients?
Do you know what? It's like always. It's having a waterfront location, as we know. It doesn't matter where you are. It's the exceptional rental market that can bring.
100%.
A rental market anywhere in the world is waterfront will always bring an exceptional rental return. And that's exactly what you've got here.
And, if you think about it on the most simple level, I stay in Airbnbs.
I was literally
I
gonna
enjoy
say
to stay in Airbnbs. And the first thing I always do is the photos.
Yeah.
And I look on the
Yeah.
photos.
Is
and
it
then
near the water?
When
You've
you're
got a
seeing
good view of the water.
Yeah, and has it got a nice outdoor living space? Oh, hang on, there's a lake at the bottom there. And it's something that you're not typically getting back home. It now becomes more appealing for the
Yeah.
rental side of
Definitely,
things.
definitely.
And that versus an inland location that doesn't have that, I think that brings more appeal. More appeal, we would presume, would bring more rental, more occupancy levels. And the good thing is, with Cayman, again, you can go and check what those rental figures and occupancy figures look like just on Airbnb, VBRO. They're all very attractive, but being on a water system, being in a community, and having that desirability is only going to add value to that.
Definitely.
Yeah, VRBO is a really good one to look at. We've noticed in Cayman, even especially over Airbnb sometimes.
Yeah, it
There's
must
a
be.
lot more properties on offer.
Is that right?
Well, from what we've seen when we've looked at the different rental rates and things, we tend to look at VRBO instead
Yeah.
now.
So that must be more
We
widely
did
used.
our rental podcast looking at VRBO.
Yeah, which we've got a podcast out now, haven't we, with that? So
Yeah, that
people can look at
that rental podcast we did.
Yes, we did.
So I think that lake system, while it was obviously a huge element of infrastructure to put in, the value that it adds, the desirability, the beauty, everything, and all around, it just makes this development for
Well,
me.
that's shown. We've only got 12 left. 12. That's all we have.
I feel like we'll keep saying 12 left in the
I know.
podcast, but by
When
the time
this
this
is
goes
posted,
out,
yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there. Well, we've sold out of all
12
them
left in
locations
one
now.
duplex.
Yeah.
I wonder who'll take that last duplex.
Yeah, exciting to know. We'll let you know on our next podcast.
Okay, so I think we touched on it a little bit earlier, but a huge selling point is the eventual clubhouse and amenities that will be constructed on Signature One. That, I mean,
again,
for
another
me, it's
first.
something incredible.
Yeah, another first for us. All the developments we've done. I mean, we've just covered how the lakes are first for us, but this, you know, again, is just another thing that's going to add even more desirability.
But that's what's added to the attraction of being on the community. You know, having the amenities there, the clubhouse, the gym. You know,
Well, let's cover exactly
tennis
what's there
courts.
so
Yeah.
people understand what the amenities is. It's more like a wellness center, really. There's going to be a gymnasium inside, tennis courts that might possibly change to
Paddle courts.
pickle, paddle, whatever we brought up in the last podcast. They're looking at doing outdoor swimming pools.
With a sunbathing shelf, which I would enjoy myself on.
That'd be Ellie
Like you
done.
always do.
Yeah.
That's Ellie done. Oh, was there other stuff inside of you?
But
I didn't actually see anything else. Tennis courts, I didn't see that.
again, another attraction for the rental market on the community.
But also
So-
imagine living there and having that. It'd be like being on
Yeah.
holiday every day.
I think this does a lot of things because, I mean, I've just mentioned there about your marketing through, you know, things, short-term rentals like Airbnb. But at the same time, this is another thing that you would add into your advert, into your marketing. You know,
Of
not
course,
not
yeah.
only have you got that water frontage, but you've got access to the gym, you've got access to the outdoor pools, the tennis. It's a nice place to go with your family
Well,
and your
and
kids.
missing something that would be relevant to you two. There is also the workspaces, the work areas,
The business
the
centre
business centre.
is going to be in there
Well
as well.
spotted, Ellie. Well, come on.
Thank
Well
you.
done, Ellie. But do you know what? It's got everything for everyone. It really is.
Well,
All the
let's just
amenities
touch on
are
that
gonna be
business
there.
centre a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, in Cayman, you're going to get a lot of remote workers. You're going to get people that will still work even while they're
While they're
traveling,
on holiday, yeah.
when they're on vacation and they're traveling.
Yeah. And like you said, even with people that are actually there with the families who are going to go on holiday but still need to work, there's going to be that availability there for that as well.
Whilst we're going into it, Phoenix, would you be able to just get them on the TV, please?
Yeah, of course.
So as you can see, Phoenix has now put a picture right up behind me, and this shows you about the
Getting off again.
he's off again.
about the amenities and what it's going to be looking like on the outside. So as you can see here, we're going to have the lake.
Tennis courts for now.
Well done. Oh
There's going to be a green car.
no, Ellie, not
Well, that
gonna
looks
be-
like how Anwar would park his car.
Right, enough of me now. So here you can see that's going to be the tennis courts. Right here is going to be the clubhouse with the gymnasium and management office as well.
Oh, we've
But
not
also-
touched on that.
I think
Not
we should.
touched on that
I think
yet.
we should come back to that in a minute.
And also, what's this part here, Ellie?
It's a swimming
And
pool
where will you be?
on the little edge.
There you go. So you can see it's going to have ample parking as well. This is for the residents that are going to be on the community signature one. Blake?
Yeah, so I mean, it isn't just for the residents. It's for if you're renting it out and you've got guests staying at your property. This is for anybody that's staying in the community to truly go and enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I do think this will build a really strong community vibe as well. You know, you've got the business centre that's in there. You've got the gymnasium. A lot of people enjoy going to the gym. Ellie enjoys lying around the pool, tennis courts. We've kind of covered everything that would appeal.
Phoenix, can we move on to the next slide, please? Look at all that. Anwar, have you seen it?
No, I'm going to turn my neck round. Let's have a look.
He's up.
He's up again. Talk us through it.
Amazing. Well, you can see here.
Straight to the kitchen.
Right here is going to be the lounge area for the residents, reception area. But also you can see this is going to be the gym, the fitness spa area.
Spa.
Fitness spa.
It says fitness area.
Well, fitness spa area. Okay, then we're going to have the seating area right out here. You can see how big it is, though, how big it's going to be. And then from the outside, the tennis courts or pickleboard. Pickleboard? What is it?
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Pickleball. And then the swim pool outside as well.
Mm.
So you can see all this is part of it. But also, we're going to have a...
Eventually, there'll be a management office there because I'm sure a lot of people, I know you would be worried, how are outside people not going to be coming in using the facilities?
Why me?
I think you would be very worried.
So just to also add in there, though, as well, that these facilities are not something that we're going to be building right away.
Mm-hmm.
These are something that we're going to be doing once 30% of this development Signature One community have built the houses. I mean, it just wouldn't make any sense otherwise. Otherwise, you're going to have these facilities that are just...
for no one.
Yeah,
And they're going to be
nothing's-
empty.
Nothing's getting used. They're going to
Yeah.
be aging. You want this to really serve the community
Yeah.
that's going to be there. So
And
there
you want
needs to
it-
be a community there
when,
for that.
When you're actually using it, you want it to be of the newest spec, best it can be, instead of,
And what else is a great incentive for people to go and build a house? Knowing is that once we're up to 30%, you're going to have access to these
And
facilities.
like we've said, there's already clients putting plans to build already now in the first phases. So it shouldn't be long anyway.
I think this will be with everything that we've obviously covered from, the infrastructure, the location of the development, the amazing lake system and what that brings. Now these amenities, this is the type of development people truly will want to build the properties in without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And it kind of services everything all around. So 30% of the development, that will then trigger the beginning of the construction of this amazing wellness centre.
So now we've spoken about our community signature one, we're actually going to speak about the East End, where our community is located. And what's nearby? Blake, what's nearby?
You know what's nice about the East End? I've watched the East End and all of this part of the island over these 18 years establish and grow more. I mean, now there is a huge state-of-the-art hospital in the East End, which is providing, and people are like, hospital, it's providing jobs, it's providing opportunities. We were just there recently, and now they've started to open up bars and shops and restaurants all within that facility as well.
Amazing. Yeah. Even a bar in a hospital.
Well, I think it's worth noting it's probably not, especially here in the UK, I'm not sure about in the US or Canada because I've never been to hospital, but it's not the sort of hospital that you're thinking. It looks like a community when you enter the complex. Yeah. It's amazing.
They've made it so aesthetic.
It's so nice.
Yeah, do you know what though? A lot of people, even locals, go there for the shopping as well. When we was there.
Well, we went for our lunch to stop at the shop next door.
It was a beautiful lunch as well.
It was lovely, the lunch, but it was full young children with their parents who had just been for I think it was a Saturday, the Saturday morning football, who'd then gone for lunch before going home. There was staff members from the hospital getting lunch maybe after they finished the shift. There was a whole host of the community.
Like there was a whole vibe going on, wasn't there?
It's not like normally when you go to a hospital sort of restaurant, which again, it is independent within the complex though, where normally, it's a little bit somber, but it was lovely. Yeah. In the shop, again, on the same complex next door to the restaurant, is a full supermarket.
It's well-stocked.
It's a well-stocked supermarket, fresh fruit and vegetables.
Frozen items.
Yeah, frozen.
All your like houfruit amenities, all the basic household amenities.
Water, cans of pop and...
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
If it didn't sell water, I'd be a bit worried.
Yeah. Fresh fruit and vegetable. No water.
Chocolate bars. Beef pâtés.
I'm not sure if they did have beef pâtés. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it did sell beef pâtés.
And then as you come outside of where that community is, and I know I mentioned this before, but I do mention it quite a lot, you're seeing all the new properties that are being built, and these are unbelievably beautiful properties. People are finding this area now a lot more desirable. Yeah. And I think because it offers the balance. It's not that far to get into the main areas of Grand Cayman where you've got more hustle and bustle and things like that. But I think living standards, people now are looking for a little bit more laid back with access, easy access to those amenities.
And not to forget, the Dr. Shetty Hospital is actually bringing a lot of tourism for healthcare to Grand Cayman. And what does that mean? It means...
Well, it certainly will help towards the rental on Signature One development.
100%. But it's not just, Dr. Shetty Healthcare Hospital. You've got the Botanic Gardens right behind, Queen Elizabeth Botanic Gardens, right behind our development as well, which is a great tourist attraction.
Yeah, it's a great... And I recently, Devon and I did a tour, and they've even brought in a whole children's area now, sort of a splash pad. So, yeah, so even if you don't want to, spend the day actually looking at the sort of nature, which is what it is there for, but young families in the area now don't have to drive necessarily all the way into Georgetown or further into 7 Mile area.
That's right.
It's amazing. It's incredible. We do have a blog about the children's play area, but it's a whole splash pad, a huge big climbing frame. A family could go set up for the day and just spend time. It's all shaded and out of the sun. It's incredible.
But there's a lot going on. Even you're right, even with that, and that's attracting a lot of locals to this area. But also you've got the new high school.
Yeah.
Yep, Clifton Hunter
High School.
That is incredible.
Well. It's an impressive building.
It's really impressive campus.
In itself,
yeah. Literally just round the corner from our development.
I mean, we will caveat that Clifton Hunter High School is not an independent school. It is for those with Caymanian status for the children to attend.
Yeah, residents.
Schools there, but that depends on what sort of avenue you go down regarding residency. So we do just want to put out there that you have to be eligible for that school.
These are still things that draw people into the area. Yeah.
What it does, it just tells you there's a lot of development.
It's evolving. This area is evolving, even down to the simplest things like that cut-through road. So now as you're heading from Georgetown...
I'm obsessed with this new road. No, it's a new road.
It's a new road.
Oh, right, yes.
So it cuts out all of that savannah area where, in the mornings or evenings, you might have a more heavy flow of traffic. And now it sort of flows the traffic off. You get in there more easy. You get in there more quickly. But again, these are obviously considerations because this area is genuinely expanding, and then look at the size of the development we're putting there.
Yeah. And like you said, even with our development, Heritage Beach, just across the road, the public beach.
Heritage Beach is gorgeous.
Amazing. I've been there so many times. But not only that, what
More
else
do you
is
have?
nearby? Of
More than
course I
anyone
have.
else.
More than you.
You've got Morris just up the road as well.
And there's lots of facilities in there.
Yeah.
Great
Beautiful
restaurants.
restaurants.
Shops.
Yeah.
Shops in there.
All nearby.
And you've got like that little precinct across the
That's
road
what I
now
mean, yeah.
from the
I'm
Morris
pretty
as
sure
well.
there's a Subway.
Yeah, there's some takeaway food shops there,
takeaway
pizza
food, there's
place,
an
Italian,
There's a little shop. They've got the off license.
the liquor store.
The liquor store.
It's got everything. It's got everything. Even to that stage, you know, where our location is as well, you've got Rum Point not far away as well.
I was just skipping straight around the island.
Well, it is. You've
Don't
got
care
Rum
about the
Point
shops.
nearby as well.
Let's forget about the East End. Let's do a full island tour. My passion is flowing
We've
right
got
now.
everything there on East End, but I just want to let them know you're nearby to other locations as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is island life, right? You're never too far away from
That's
anything.
it.
But in particular, I do think that East End is becoming a really beautiful, really sought after destination. I really, really do. And it's got a nice feel to it as well. You know, it's everything that you'd sort of imagine a Caribbean island to be like, but just with a lot more first world class infrastructure, access to more amenities and services. Yeah, it's a nice, very, very nice area. Any
Have we
other
mentioned the
points?
blowholes? Have you ever been to the blowholes?
Anwar?
Yep, I've been to the blowholes. We've all been to the blowholes. You've been there, haven't you?
I've been to the blowholes.
You've been to the blowholes.
Blowholes?
We've all been to the blowholes. Yeah, of course. That's an attraction as well.
It's a
And
natural phenomenon.
just in case people don't know what it is.
Phenomenon.
Banana. Just in case you don't know what it is, it's where the water comes up through the rocks and then there's a hole where the water shoots up in the air. And a lot of people take photos there.
It's a huge attraction.
Everyone that visits will go to the blowholes.
Yeah. But like Anwar did say, there is also the Run Point area. You've got Starfish Point, all the shops and restaurants in North Sound, as well as Run Point.
Yep, all nearby. Do you know what? It's everything. It's got everything. That's why, you know, it's an exceptional location, especially when you're purchasing the rental market. It's got everything.
Some of my favorite locations there, and you know, it's amazing because you get a lot of client feedback, you know, when clients do go and visit the lots that they've purchased, is all in and around this area, you've got all those little local restaurants.
Our favourite fish fry.
Fish fry.
Where me and Blake are in that picture.
Yeah, this is at the beach at the back of the fridge, you know, and all those, and it's all the cooking it locally, the way that they have it, the food, the
They
communities.
take that off now, Phoenix.
Phoenix,
you're
get me
not
on
on
the
it.
screen.
Put one of me, Phoenix, will you? But no, it's like we say, you know, it's up and coming, and that's why the right time now, and that's why people are taking this opportunity.
Well, that's why there's only 12 lots left.
Yeah.
He's got a point.
Oh, also,
And-
when Blake gets married at Signature One, he could go and get his photo taken after near the blowholes at the Lover's Wall.
Yes.
I feel like my whole life's being planned out here without any
Do you know
input
what? It'd
from-
be lovely, though. It'd be lovely when he decides to get married.
Okay.
And well, what?
Hello?
I'm more nervous about this being watched. I've been looking at dresses. What for? Watched your podcast.
Book the ticket.
we knew before she did. Right. So, anything else, Ellie?
Well, we spoke a lot about the development, the location, but how do I buy it?
Very, very well said, Ellie. And this part is very simple. It's very simple in the way that every client who has an interest in the Cayman Islands will be speaking to one of the advisors, either myself or Blake or another agent. And what we then do, finding out the client's requirements, we then send a personalized proposal of the location they like. And that process then, they go through the documentation. Once they like that, we then hold that location with a simple holding fee, reservation fee of only $250, which holds that location off the market for 10 days. This gives the clients time to do their due diligence and making sure they're happy, even seek legal advice. And from there, we then, Blake?
So, should those clients be happy with the due diligence? And I think covering everything that we've covered on our development and Signature One today, I am sure that they are, and they will be.
And I agree with you there, Blake.
Our clients then would then move on to the next stage of the purchase. So the purchase price of the remaining lots in particular that we're talking about is $349,000 US on those lots. So you've done your hold, you've done your due diligence period, you're happy with everything and you want to move forward. It's simple. There's a $20,000 down payment, and then your balance is then spread over 7 years
Whoa, 1 more year.
with no interest whatsoever.
That's right. It was normally 6 years before.
Normally 6 years,
Yeah.
but on this development we are offering that additional year. So it just gives the clients a little bit more flexibility. And I think it's safe to say as well is that we don't just work with our clients through that due diligence period. We're going to be working very closely throughout all of your purchase price period. And we both have clients that we've been working with
100%.
now. Some of mine are over a decade. I've been working with those clients. So not only will we work you through that due diligence, but we'll walk you through everything else on your purchase as well. And that interest-free payment term obviously gives the clients a lot of flexibility as well. You can have one of these amazing locations and make it super affordable.
Yeah. So once you've obviously completed the 7-year extended payment term that Blake explained with no interest, it's time to transfer title, which I think we did touch on earlier, is completely independent and is done with the Cayman Islands Land Registry, the government department. And obviously we did touch again on no annual land taxes. However, when you do go to transfer title, there is a 7.5% stamp duty imposed by the Cayman Island government. Again, completely independent of us, is paid directly to the government. But as part of the package in which we touch on all the time, we are here to help, and we will guide through that process of transferring title with all of our clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And obviously, our clients, they've got 7 years to prepare for that as well.
But do you know what? After what Ellie just said there, it makes you realise we're there every step of the way with the clients. From the first time they get that proposal all the way to completion. And even further, if they want to build, we try and guide them as much as possible as well.
We've got 18 years experience, and we've got you can see from our videos and podcasts with the likes of Mr. Palmer and construction companies, lawyers, solicitors, we can introduce our clients to whatever area of interest they want to move on to next. And our relationships that we've established and built become theirs.
That's it. Yeah, 100%.
Well, it's a lot of food for thought for those interested in Signature
Oh,
One.
food.
Hopefully we've
Food.
answered all of their questions.
I think it's been amazing showcasing the development because by far it is one of the most substantial developments that we've done, and it's good to
There's
really
a lot to say.
delve into that. Yeah, I feel like we're going to be getting a lot of inquiries once this goes out, and hopefully there's going to be something available.
But hopefully next podcast we'll be
hopefully there is
saying
something available.
we have all
sold out.
Yeah.
Or not for those that weren't quick enough.
Yeah.
So obviously we've spoken a lot about Signature One today. So if you have any more questions for us, we are more than happy to answer them. You can contact us on oasis-land.com or customercare@oasis-land.com. Also, please like, subscribe, and share all of our social media channels so you can help more people find out more about the Cayman Islands and Oasis Land developments.